What's up? So today we are back with some more King of the Hill Season 1, Episode 4, Hank Gets the Willies. So, I was meant to do this video yesterday, actually I was meant to do Episode 4 and 5 yesterday, but I just forgot. I did make plans to say that this is meant to be, today's video is meant to be Episodes 6 and 7. But since I forgot to do it, we'll be doing Episodes 4 and 5 today. And 6 and 7 tomorrow. So, this episode starts off at a brand new location. Willie Nelson's golf course place. And Hank and Willie Nelson are totally hanging out. Golfing, talking, and Hank is talking about how he really likes this Willie Nelson guy. He's really talking about that. So then Hank starts playing very good on his guitar. And then he starts uncontrollably playing really badly. And that's when we learn to dream. And Bobby is using Hank's guitar named Betsy. And that kind of sparks some jealousy in Peggy. Because Peggy thinks that Hank cares more about this guitar than her. So that's kind of the conflict between this episode. That Peggy thinks that Hank is viewing his guitar, loving his guitar, more than he's loving his wife. So, yeah. So, then Luann shows up. Luann scares Hank. Hank says, "Hey, Luann, you're naked." She's like, "I'm wearing shorts." And then Hank's like, "Go change." Oh, yeah. So meanwhile, Bobby decides to play with Hank's truck and crash it, causing Hank to wake up again after thinking he wanted to go to sleep. He gets mad at Bobby. He says, "Bobby, you need a hero. You need a hero. You need a hero." And she's like, a video game character is his hero. And he's like, "No, you're a real hero." He's like, "Come on, let's go golfing." So he packs a guitar because, yep, of course he would do that. He takes the guitar with him because it's Hank and he wants to protect this guitar. I don't know what is up with Hank and this obsession with this guitar. It's a weird obsession. Hank, stop this. Stop obsessing over the guitar. I'm glad this episode we have no Redcorn, no John Redcorn, because after last episode, yeah. So anyway, Hank takes Bobby golfing, and he decides to. Hank takes Bobby golfing, where he accidentally hits Willie Nelson in the face. And even Dale says, "Hank, we need to move the..." Dale abandons Hank because, guess what? Dale is a terrible friend. Haven't the show gotten to that already, that Dale is a terrible friend to Hank? Because literally, last episode, he abandoned him when they found that bird. And now in this episode, he's going to abandon him after he thinks he hits Willie Nelson. What's up with Dale abandoning Hank when they think something's dead? Yeah. So anyway, what happens is I don't care what's up with Hank in doing that. So meanwhile, in the B plot, we have Peggy again being mad at Hank for favoring his guitar over her. And Luann gets caught in a makeup rope for some reason, in a beauty school rope, and no one goes to help her. She somehow makes it out alive, but it's Luann. So so after hitting Willie Nelson, Hank blames himself, saying he should have never brought Bobby along. So And then Bobby's saying, I said I was sorry. So he decides to take Hank's guitar, which I'm surprised Peggy did not break, because we saw her break a guitar in the episode, which I thought was Hank's guitar, which I'm guessing isn't. I'm so confused. So Bobby decides to go down there and talk to Willie Nelson himself. He decides to call Hank and say, hey, I'm here, Willie Nelson. So Hank decides to go down there and is like, hey, Hank, here's your guitar. I signed it. Which, I thought Peggy destroyed that thing, but I guess not. I guess that was another guitar. So Peggy destroyed random property. Yeah, Peggy destroyed Peggy should be arrested for property damage, because she went to a place where I had a guitar to smash that guitar, which probably caused the person who had a lot of money. So thanks a lot, Peggy Hill. You destroyed property. I'm surprised you're not in jail. So yeah. So anyway, what happens is that Hank decides to go, and Hank decides to go there and confront Bobby. Actually, he decides to go and talk to Peggy, and Peggy doesn't believe it at first. But when she hears Williams' voice, she's like, let's go. So she accidentally overhears Hank saying that he'd sell his wife over his guitar, causing her to talk to Dennis Hopper. You know him from President Koopa from Super Mario Brothers. Yep, that's the guy. And he basically tells her he basically says, hey, he'll defeat Hank for her, but then she says, no, I will. But then she hears Hank playing a song about her, and that reconciles things. So yeah. So Willie Nelson tells Hank that he actually calls him Hank Hall. And I love it. Yeah, he said, and I love it. He just said, hey, his hero is Hank Hall. And he's like, it's Hill. Okay. So he decides to tell him that he sings a song about Peggy. And this reconciles Peggy as she decides not to be mad at him anymore. And we even end the episode with Luann braiding Willie Nelson's hair and adding too much glitter, which she doesn't like. And that's kind of where the episode ends, on that note. What did I think about this episode? This episode was weird. It's another one of those early season episodes where they didn't know what they were good. They didn't know the show was going to go on for 13 seasons. So it's kind of weird. Like, yeah, weird. Yeah, this was a Bobby episode, and next episode will be the first Luann-centric episode of the series. So, I guess next time we're reviewing Luann's Saga, because it's about Luann. Yeah, Luann kind of had nothing to do with this. Kind of had, like, unlike last episode, she was only in the first half. Luann kind of had a little minor role in this episode, but it wasn't that big of a minor role. It wasn't that big of a... It wasn't that big of a minor role. But yeah, and this shows that number two of Dale literally abandoning his... literally showing that Hank should literally... Just like Ned Flanders should move away from Homer Simpson, Hank Hill should really move away from Dale, because he's literally the Homer Simpson of this show, where he literally Dale literally abandoned Hank in the last episode. And what does he do in this one? The exact same thing. The last episode, he abandoned Hank because they thought they killed a bird. In this episode, he abandons Hank again because he thinks he killed Willie Nelson. So Hank, why do you hang around this guy? He literally abandoned you twice in two different episodes. Why do you hang around this guy? He's literally the worst character. Hank, if I were you, Hank, I would be totally doing a restraining order or saying, Bill, you can't come in 5 feet of me. I would be doing that because this guy constantly abandons you when he thinks when you think they've killed someone. So, yeah, Hank, I would move away from, I would take my family, I would take Bill, I would take Boomhauer, I would take Bill, I would take Boomhauer, I would even take Nancy, and I would just move away. I would take Nancy Hicks Gribble, and I would just move away from this town. I would just move away from Rain Street, because it seems like Dale is the worst friend. I would even take his wife, I would take Joseph, I would take his wife, I'd take everyone, and I'd move away from this guy, because he is the worst person imaginable. He abandoned you twice, Hank. Abandoned you twice. And you literally allow him to stay with you for the rest of the series. Yep, I would abandon Dale Gribble, Hank. Please abandon him. He's the worst. Maybe there's an episode later on in line that shows Hank Hank should be doing this to Dale. Hank should be doing this to Dale, abandoning him. Because Dale constantly does it to Hank in episode 3 and 4. He'll literally just abandon, whenever he thinks he and the gang killed something, he'll literally flee the scene to remove evidence. He even tried to rope Bobby along in his abandonment plot. Oh, Dale Gribble. I don't like you. You do have some good episodes later down the line, but for right now, you are the worst character. But anyway, that's it for this video, and I'll see you next time when we review episode 5 of Canada Hill Luann Saga. This episode's good, but again, with the whole Dale abandoning Hank thing, hopefully it doesn't continue, because I don't wanna ever talk about, ooh, Dale abandons Hank, and Hank does nothing about it. But good Dennis Hopper cameo. R.I.P. Dennis Hopper. He was good. He was President Koopa. And he had that weird tongue. He was President Koopa.